Oh, prepare, you Trek fans, to be told that your Trek that you like so much never existed, basically, and that Star Trek Discovery is doing everything for the first time. That's what's happening here. No one cares that transgender and non-binary characters are here in Star Trek, because guess what? They've been here for some time. I was sent this over on Instagram, and then I saw the article, and then I also saw the Instagram post that was pertaining to it all. And basically, it was framed as, hey, look, these are the first transgender and non-binary characters ever in Star Trek. It is literally framed, and it says these are the first. And then all the comments, bar probably maybe 5%, like 95% of the comments are always, the negative ones anyway, like, guys, what are you doing? This isn't new, you know? And this is what people have the main issue with. Like, I don't think anyone cares that there's transgender or non-binary. No one cares. I mean, that was the thing. They were aliens. There was representation everywhere. And that's what Star Trek's been so good at. But because Star Trek Discovery is now here, and they're trying to do things as the first time, and they've done this many, many times before, they keep doing it now, we're the first. Because, yeah, no you're not. It was done before and no one cared. That's the thing. It's all just for virtue signalling points. Just like, give me the points. Thanks. Give me the points. Yes, please. No one cares. Literally, no one could care less. No one could care less. So here we go. CBS All Access has announced that the third season of Star Trek Discovery will see the addition of a non-binary and transgender character to the crew of the USS Discovery. According to Variety, the transgender character is a trans man who has spent his life as a Trill, planning to be a host for a symbiotic alien species that lives in different hosts over its lifetime. The character will also be played by trans actor Ian Alexander, who did Lev, I don't know what that is, and The Last of Us Part 2. This is said individual, Ian Alexander, I think. Yeah, I guess. And the non-binary actor Blue Del Barrio, in their first on-screen acting role, will play Adira, a non-binary character who bonds with Lieutenant Commander Paul Stamets and Dr. Hugh Culber, which is the first same-sex couple in Trek TV series history. And I would probably question that as well. Is it really the first one? I'd question that. Because again, this is the thing, is they're doing like weird revisionism, saying that Star Trek, it's like, no. You know this new left political nonsense that we're pursuing everywhere now? No, it means that now we're doing it is actually the first time. It's like, but it was done before, and no one cared, and it was fine. No one made a big song and dance about it. People were just like, that's cool. Epic. Idiotas. Slap at your face. It's like the writers clearly don't watch or know anything about Star Trek, do they? I've got limited knowledge of Star Trek, right? My Star Trek fandom was about the Next Generation, which is why I was so looking forward to Jean-Luc Picard coming back in Picard. Obviously that turned out to be absolutely balls, but I was really looking forward to that because I was a Next Generation man. Even my knowledge is quite limited, but even I know that there's been representation before, and I'm not a Trekkie. Like, who are they fooling? Who is this for? Ultimately, I always ask, who is this for? Who's it for? Who's it for? Because it's not for Trek fans, because they take one look at this and just go,
But this is not the first.
It's the first time. Now here's where we get to the nitty gritty of it all. It's the first time that the characters have been portrayed. Well, it's not even acting, is it? They're not even acting. They're just being themselves by a non-binary actor and a transgender actor. What is this obsession? What is this obsession with the representation. Like, I get it in other walks of life, but I don't get it in acting. Anyone can act to be a transgender or a non-binary, right? Anyone can do that. That's the fucking role of an actor, is to pretend, be make-believe. You don't have to employ... Like, I tell you what, look at this image here, right? Is she ginger? If she's not ginger...
If she's not fucking ginger, I want a fucking recast.
I want a recast. She must be ginger. You cannot dye your hair. That's how nonsensical this shit is. Because it's make-believe. You can do that. All them Americans donning a British accent. No. Recast. I want a recast. They must be British because you cannot do make-believe anymore. I find it massively offensive. That's how pathetic this is. Anyway. Continues further and says, in a statement provided by Michelle Paradise, the co-showrunner and executive producer, explained that these two new additions to the cast, stating Star Trek has always made a mission of giving visibility to underrepresented communities because it believes in showing people that a future without division on the basis of race, gender identity, or sexual orientation is entirely within our reach. And I agree. I'd say we're pretty much there, to be honest. But it's doing this kind of stuff that sets those goals back, because people are like, what are you doing? We did this before. You don't need to claim this nonsense. Just do it and we'll go, oh yeah, cool. Don't lie. What are you doing? The characters' identities are set to be treated with respect. Okay. As Paradise said, we take pride in working closely with Blue Del Barrio, Ian Alexander and Nick Adams at GLAAD to create the extraordinary characters of Adira and Grey and bring their stories to life with empathy, understanding, empowerment, and joy. Well, look, I'm sorry, but if their names are not Adira or Grey in real life, then I don't want them adopting those names. And that is underrepresenting people with the names of Adira and Grey. I demand representation. Now. I demand it now. That's how pathetic this is. It genuinely is. Anyway, many outlets have claimed that Alexander and Del Barrio will be portraying Star Trek's first transgender and non-binary characters. But a glance at history, the franchise history reveals that this is not the case. It's not may not be the case, it's not the case. In the Star Trek The Next Generation episode, The Outcast, audiences are introduced to Janai, an alien race that has evolved beyond gender and exists as genderless, androgynous individuals. I remember this episode. Do you remember it? I remember it. While Star Trek has not had an outright transgender character, the Janai can also be viewed as a commentary on the issues felt by the transgender community, as young Janai who gravitate towards a gendered identity are considered sick and are ostracized from their society. And that was the thing. That is a lot of people who are transgender have watched that episode and do feel a part of it. That was what they were aiming for with that episode. What they're high. They're high. They clearly are. How can you post this crap? Let me see. Was it? I believe it was on Instagram. And this is the thing, because you even had Ethan Peck chiming in, spouting off a bunch of bloody nonsense. So it's over on Star Trek Instagram page. And it says, welcome to the Star Trek family, Blue Del Barrio and Ian Alexander. They will be playing Adira, Star Trek's first non-binary character, and Grey, Star Trek's first transgender character in Star Trek Discovery. This is Star Trek with 500,000 Instagram followers. You'd think they know what they're talking about. I mean, obviously it's a fan account. The official Star Trek Instagram. Oh no, maybe it's not. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's total trash. It's total garbage. They don't know what they're talking about. And the point is, no one cares. It's been done in Star Trek. The Star Trek community is very inclusive. But what they don't like being told is that they're lying, or that they don't know their history. They do. They know that this is not the first one. And that's what a lot of the comments were. What are you talking about? Why are you doing this virtue signaling crap? Just give us the characters and we'll embrace them. So anyway, what do you guys think of this balls. Let me know down below in the comments. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. And like I said, guys, I demand a recast. If they're not actually ginger, I demand actual ginger people to be hired. And I demand Adira and Grays, the named people, to be hired as well. They're underrepresented. I'm just unbelievable. Travesty. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching with Miss Age. Take care.